Hello, everybody, and welcome to the Real Tarot 1123. I hope all of y'all are doing well. I am going to be, I'm just adjusting the volume. There we go. I am going to be doing a couple of videos now. One of them is going to be on the much talked about, what's his name, Alec Baldwin, and the situation with regards to him accidentally shooting Halen. And of course, she subsequently died, and also I think the set director or the director or somebody else was also injured because of shrapnel or whatever. In my humble opinion, this was 100% a setup. It was not a accident or whatever. Because regardless of what they say, I'm sure in every movie set, the set designer, whoever is responsible for the set, there is a checklist that they have to go through, and there are checks and measures, procedures and protocols, etc., etc. Of course, sometimes they genuinely make a mistake. Absolutely, that happens too. Oversight, human error, so on and so forth. But the moment I heard about this case, I was like, Alec Baldwin, he pissed somebody off, and the set people have been waiting for an opportunity to set him up, and that's what happened. Now, this is my opinion, okay? This is my observation. This is what I feel. You're entitled to your opinions and your observations. I will also state a disclaimer. These are, again, my opinions, my observations. This is what I see, and this is a disclaimer, okay? And allegedly, so please do your own due diligence, make your own observations, and do your own research and form your own conclusions, okay? So just want to say that out over there, or rather put that out over there. And let's get started. I just needed to, there we go. You can see some of my, part of my table too. In case my wonderful furry friend, he decides to come in here and groan and all that stuff, because he does groan. He's getting on with age. It's funny, you got to listen to him. Oh my goodness, it's like, Bernie, can you please stop? So he's in very good health. I mean, of course, he gets the best of veterinary care and the best of food, and he's weight proportionate to his size and the breed of dog, and all that is fine. But he's I want to say he's getting close to 9 now, maybe little past 8.5 and 9. Then again, he's a rescue, so I would say 8.5 plus, based on our calculations and what the vet said his age was when I had taken him for his first checkup. So anyhow, that's that. So let's get started. Again, this is for Alec Baldwin. I am going to do, I don't know when his birthday is. I don't know none of that. So it's okay. It's all good. We'll just go with the flow. I've done my cleansing. I've done my meditation. I've done my prayers like I do every single time. So this is for Alec Baldwin. So let me show you. We have 8. Okay. Who is this guy? Mercury. There. Mercury, right? Who's this guy? Aquarius. Correct? Of course, we're coming out of Mercury retrograde. I have to look up and see which planets are in retrograde now, because I know I should have had this ready. You know what? Never mind. I'm not going to keep you guys waiting on it. It'll come to me. I'll do that. I usually have a chart where I write down, the retrogrades for the month and what planet is in motion and stationary, etc., etc. But like I said, in my travels, my papers have kind of got jumbled up. So anyhow, so let's get on with this overall energy for Mr. Alec Baldwin. And I'm just reading this this is a reading for Alec Baldwin. I thought I had muted that. You know how you have that sound icon for emails? It keeps dinging. I went in and I changed it, but I don't know what I need to do, because it's a bit annoying. I have also decided finally what can't even speak. Finally, the camera that I want to get, and I did whatever research. I asked a few people. I did so much of research on it. because it's a bit spendy, but it is what it is, right? I don't want to buy a camera every year and chuck it because it's like, oh, the next new thing in the market. I don't want to do that. I won't. So when I buy something, I want to make sure it lasts me at least a good another 5-6 years at least. Because they are like any software, right? You can upgrade cameras, you can download certain software or whatever into it to a certain extent. After that, it is incapable of any more of those enhancements. So I want to be able to invest in something good and buy something that's going to last me a good decent amount of time. And it was a difficult decision for me to make, simply because it's so confusing. And because I'm not a camera person, right? You do research. My son, my older boy, he was like, Mom, just buy it. And the younger one told me, they're very different. The older one is like, Mom, just do this, okay? And the younger one is, this is my recommendation. And you go research whatever you want, but this is my recommendation, and he leaves it at that. See, he's that kind of a person, and he's an engineer also, and he's a Scorpio also. The older one is a Cancer Leo cusp, so he's a little bit more pushy. He's like, this is the one you need to buy. Like, I don't take it in a bad way at all. I mean, they're both individuals. They have their own way of approaching things. And sure enough, both of them, when I compared notes, they had both basically said the same thing. So, but it's funny how they approach things, right? The older one is like, this is what you need to buy. End of story. And the younger one is, I recommend this, and I think you're going to end up finally settling on this. So, how they word things, and how the power of suggestion as opposed to this is it type of a thing. So, oh my goodness. Yeah, what are you going to do, right? I mean, I'm a Sagittarius. Well, Scorpio Sag cusp. Younger one is a full-on Scorpio, October 25th. So his birthday is in the next day. And wait. Yeah. And the older one is July 20th. So Cancer Leo cusp. Anyhow. So Alec Baldwin. Let's get to Alec Baldwin, Venus. I'll show you. I suppose it'll behoove me to check out his birthday, right? Give me 1 second, you guys. Alec Baldwin's birthday. Alec Baldwin, date of birth. April 3rd, 1958. So let me note that down, right? April 3rd, 1958. He was born in Massapequa, New York. Hold on a second. Massapequa. Wow. Okay, so y'all bear with me, because now since I got his date of birth, which I should have done earlier, it's okay. We fly by the seat of our pants, right? Let me quickly see if I can get a chart pulled up for him. It won't be a detailed chart because I won't be able to put in all the info. April 3rd. Oh, you know what? Yeah. Well, no kidding, y'all. Perfect timing. 1958. 58. We don't know the time of birth. We won't do that. Massa Pequa. Pequ. Massapequa, New York. Okay, there we go. Okay, so his sun is in Aries, moon in Libra. Again, here's the thing. Here's a disclaimer, folks. Since I don't know his exact time of birth, I have just put it as unknown. So when we do that, by default, it comes to, it picks up the time of birth as 12 noon. So basically splitting the day in half, right? So of course, the degrees will slightly change, but not by much. So, but let's just go with this. Sun in Aries, moon in Libra, Mercury in Taurus, Venus in Aquarius. Then we have Mars in Aquarius, Jupiter in Libra, Saturn in Sagittarius, Uranus in Leo, Neptune in Scorpio, Pluto in Virgo, Lilith in Aries, and North Node in Scorpio. Wow, he's got a lot of scorpionic energy too. Well, not a lot. Yeah, Neptune in Scorpio, which is a North Node. Saturn and Sagittarius, that's a bit like There's this constant tussle. Jupiter in Libra, very cerebral, not afraid to speak. Venus in Aquarius and Mars in Aquarius. Well, of course, Moon in Libra. See, Moon in Libra, Jupiter in Libra. There is a strong need for partnership for him. Without someone to share his life, he will tend to feel utterly incomplete. So he is the kind of person who always has to have a partner in his life. So people with this particular placement in the chart, they will always prefer to have either a live-in relationship or a marriage or such, because that commitment is very, very essential for them. Okay, well, here we go. He's got Mercury in Taurus, right? He's very intelligent, very deliberate in his speech, very particular in the way, like his thought process is completely different. He makes it look like it's very easy to get from point A to point B, but that's because it's him. He makes it look easy. I mean, most people don't realize all the hard work and effort that's gone in behind the scenes. Very cerebral, smart man. He is an intelligent man, no doubt about it. It's not just good looks and acting skills, but he's actually quite an intelligent fellow. Like, oh, come on, for God's sake. I'm sorry, guys. I don't know why that, so annoying. Sorry. Can we just put that down? There we go. So what I mean when I say he's actually a very intelligent guy is, again, no offense meant to anybody. Sometimes just the way I say my words may not come out as being like polite. I do apologize. Not that actors are not intelligent people. Of course they are. Absolutely they are. But he is like, a couple of other people on that note. Jim Carrey, brilliant, like seriously brilliant. Sharon Stone, Alec Baldwin, my God, I had the name at the tip of my tongue. Robin Williams, shoot, darn it. Like really, what's that guy, the British guy? I forget his name. He does a lot of, he's got his own YouTube channel and all that stuff. The long-haired guy, he has acted in a couple of movies. I don't know what his name is. It'll come to me. He is also very, very intelligent people, like you pick their brains, like their wealth of knowledge, really intelligent people, have the ability to think outside the box, very open to new ideas, very open to new possibilities. Although Alec Baldwin, he's a little bit more kind of, because he's got a little heavy Taurus in his chart, a little bit more set in his ways, but that doesn't mean that he is close to ideas, close to opportunities. And there we go. Welcome to the gracious one. I have a little window here. He likes to sit over there and put his chin on the ledge. It's like the exact right height for him, and he'll just stare out. Anywho, so these people are really brilliant. I mean, if you really want to sit and have a conversation with them, I would love to, because I could pick their brains all day long and not be tired. Like really smart people. So anyhow, moving on. I think I should do a video on our movie stars, right? One day I think I'll do that. That'll be interesting. Okay, so now that we know he is wait, did I forget again? Of course I did. Because God knows he is an Aries. So you wonder why, because this thing happened right now. Remember, full moon in Aries, right? Just this past couple of days, we've had full moon in Aries. Things are going to come to light. Things are going to come to a completion. Things are going to come to a fruition. What was hidden is going to come to light. And whatever it is somebody set in motion, they're going to... He's so drama. It's going to come to a fulfillment or fruition or completion, because if they said this was something that was planned ahead of time, I'm just going to say it, planned ahead of time. Anyway, moving on. So we got Venus, we got Taurus, and then we got Leo. I'm going to flip between this screen and go to his chart that I have on the computer. So his Mercury is in Taurus, and Uranus is in Leo. Mercury in Taurus. Give me 1 second. You know what? I'm going to try to make it easy and just take a photograph of this and okay. So I don't have to keep going to that. Yeah, I have it on I just took a screenshot of that on my cell phone so I can keep. So what do we have here? He's got Sun in Aries, Moon in Libra, right? So with Aries, we do understand that, we have the full moon in Aries. Very trying time for him. Very, very trying time. He's going to have to be super, 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 super duper, triple duper careful with his psyche. And he's going to have be very, very careful with his... what he does with his life in terms of his security, however he set up security in his life. He's going to have to watch out for that. More so his mental health. He really, really, really needs to pay attention to it. In the sense that if he needs to go and get some counseling done or whatever, he really has to do it. He cannot afford to let this one kind of say, oh, you know how, like, again, I'm not, no way or shape or form am I being disrespectful. For the most part, most men tend not to display their emotions, right? They hang on to it and all that because that's just the way they're wired, men, right? They're just wired like that. Women are more easy to express their emotions and guys tend to hold it back. So he really shouldn't. This is not the time in his life where he has to be stoic and he has to be like, that sort of a thing. He really, really needs to seek out counseling. Now, one more thing I'm going to say, he really also needs to be super, super careful. But okay, let me show this part all the way until this part, right? So that is going across all the way around that part of his body. He has to be very, very careful because he's going to have whatever the stress is causing him. He's going to either end up with a lot of stress and tension over here, or it's going to affect him psychosomatically, and all kinds of other stuff is going to pop up. He's going to watch it. He's going to have to watch it and be careful. Then what do we have? So we have Venus. Venus rules Taurus, right? As we all know. And here we have Taurus. So is the second house. Where are my house charts? Second house is all about value, talent, possessions, earning, ability, money, communication, etc. So this is definitely going to affect his how he values himself, how he not money value, but spiritually, emotionally, how he values himself, what he thinks of himself, how he perceives himself to be. There's going to be a shift in his thought process and his mindset. Now he's going to start looking at things a little bit differently. See, he's had his own struggles in life, right? It is what it is. Everybody does, right? You don't wake up today and then tomorrow, you don't pop into the universe today and then tomorrow morning you're a star. Like, how often does that happen? So he's put in his dues. He's worked his way up. He's invested of himself, a lot into his trade, into his career, and he is where he is because of his efforts and, of course, a certain element of luck, being at the right place, right time, etc., etc. But it's not like it all just fell in his lap. He has had to work at it. Now, I will tell you though, Alec Baldwin does have a little bit of a temper. And again, being an Aries born, he does have a tendency to be like, typical being the baby of the zodiac. It's like, me, it's me, a little bit demanding, not in a juvenile way, but a little bit demanding. He has certain expectations and certain demands, and so therefore it had better happen. And he's also very demanding of himself, just so you know. He holds himself to a higher standard. When you look at him, right, you may feel that he has a very lackadaisical attitude about him, and he's like, yeah, he's very casual and la-di-da. No, he's not. He's actually quite an intense person. Funnily enough, he is. So let's move on. So Venus being in Taurus, the way he values himself is going to be, he's going to definitely question that. Then we have Leo. Where's Leo? Leo is Taurus, right? I'm sorry, Aries, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And what is the fifth house? Fifth house is love, affairs, speculations, kids, etc., etc. he's going to start really, really, really questioning all his relationships, his personal relationships. I'm not talking about siblings, etc., or friends, more his immediate family, like his wife, his spouse, his family, his kids, that sort of thing. He's really going to be considering or reevaluating them. This has been a tremendous, tremendous jolt for him. It's almost like, okay, this is a bit TMI, okay? It's just the way, I mean, I don't know how else to phrase it. It's almost like he got to experience what it was like to have that real jolt of lightning or having a serious electric shock. This is it. This is going to change him to a certain extent. Absolutely. He may come off as, oh, I'm fine. But internally, this is going to do a 180, like he's going to do a 180. Now, one thing I'm going to say, if Alec Baldwin is watching, please take heed, because this was done on purpose. And the lady who died, Helen, I am so sorry to say, I'm so terribly sorry to say, I mean, she was collateral damage. I'm very, very sorry to say that. I no disrespect to her, and I'm really, really sorry, because she's just a beautiful person, a mother, a wife, a young lady, has her whole life ahead of her, that sort of a thing. But unfortunately, she was just wrong place, wrong time, and collateral damage, and that's how this happened. Okay, so I do have to throw that in. This was a setup. This was in the making for a long time now. So y'all might go, well, Kirtana, he has done so many movies. He's been on so many sets. Why the heck couldn't they have set him up on previous occasions and done this or that or whatever? They may have tried. It may not have come to fruition. They may have been waiting for the right opportunity. See, the intention was not to eliminate him. That's not the intention at all. Their intention is not to eliminate Alec Baldwin. Their intention is to scare the bejesus out of him. Is basically for him to have like serious, like a real scare. Okay? He has certainly pissed off somebody. Absolutely. Knowingly, unknowingly, purposefully, for fun, whatever, I don't know. He has seriously offended somebody. It is not just one person, it is a small group of people, okay? Powerful people. He has certainly pissed them off. Like, for whatever his reasons could have been, either because of his beliefs in religion or faith, or his political leanings, or his dealings as far as his career and business is concerned, or whoever, I don't know. But they have waited, and this was an opportunity. Their intention is not to eliminate him, just so you know. Their intention is just to scare the heck out of him and say, listen, you better watch yourself, because we can get to you anytime we want to. So he really needs to take advice or learn from this and be careful. Yes, it's like, we cannot constantly live in fear. We have to be true to ourselves, right? And continue to live our lives. Absolutely. But he has to kind of be a little bit careful. And I'm going to tell you for how long. See, this thing went off again. Hold on. Let me pull up that camera. There we go. I'm going to tell you. Okay. So Tauruses, we went through that. He's going to end up having issues with anxiety, of course. Naturally, it's such a scary thing. Palpitations, anxiety. They're going to try and give him some medication for his heart. Let me rephrase that. They don't have to try to give him medication for his heart. They will be prescribing some medication for his heart, his blood pressure, his heart. He has to be careful. This is going to turn around if he does not attend to it, does not seek counseling. This is going to simmer, and he's going to end up having a whole bunch of psychosomatic illnesses. So he really needs to pay. How dare I? But I cannot be so forward as to think that I, little old me, can give a word of advice to Alec Baldwin. So please know, I say this with absolute cognizance of the fact that, where is he? And I'm in my little universe here, right? So I'm just going to say that Alec Baldwin, it would behoove you to really, really take care of your health now. Absolutely, you have to take care of your health. Please don't be lackadaisical about it and blasé about it. You have to take care of your health now. For the next 4.5 years, Mr. Alec Baldwin really needs to pay attention to his health. He really has to. Okay, so again, please know that I am not trying to advise him or anything like that, because, like I said, right, I can't be so forward as to assume that he would even consider what I have to say, but I'm going to state it because of what I see. Okay. So next we have, where is this? He's got Venus in Aquarius, Mars. Wait, did we have Aquarius pop up? Look, Aquarius popped up and even Mercury popped up, right? Because this is Mercury. Mercury is again in retrograde right now, or did it pop back up? Probably did. Wait, when did Mercury retrograde end? I think we just got out of Mercury retrograde. Okay, I'm not going to waste my time doing that because that's a whole... so clearly things have been coming to a head. Now we have Venus in Aquarius, Mars in Aquarius. So let's take Aquarius. So he's a Aries. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. What is the 11th house? 11th house is about his groups, like-minded people, his friends, his first circle of people who he associates with. It could be the Actors Guild, could be his group of friends, could be his tight-knit group of colleagues, his people who he works with. If he has his own business or a production company, then it could be that. So this is the time that's going to come into prominence. He's going to be questioning his associations with all these people. He's going to be also questioning his relationships with all these people. He's going to be doing his own little investigation in his head and trying to figure out who could it be, why would they do that, this, that, and the other. He has a fair inkling as to, or let me rephrase that. He does know that he has a doubt that this was a setup. Right? He has wondered about it. Let me put it that way, not doubt. He has wondered about it. Was this a setup? So to derail him, yes, it was. Then we have the 8th house. 8th house is Aries. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8th house is Scorpio. Where is this? What's in his Scorpio? Who's in Scorpio? The North Node, and Neptune is in Scorpio. So what is Neptune? Neptune is all about confusion, illusions, and dreams. And Scorpio is ruled by Mars, and Scorpio is ruled by Pluto. And Mars, as we know is a very fiery, feisty energy. And Mars rules Aries. And then Pluto is all about regeneration, etc. So this is going to be a pretty integral part I can't even speak today. Pretty important phase in his life. The next 4.5 years is going to really have he's going to have some spiritual, emotional, psychological, mental shift in him. No, he's not going to stop acting. No, he's not going to stop being in the limelight. He's going to continue. I mean, he's a phenomenally talented fella. So he's definitely going to continue that. But internally, there's going to be some substantial changes in him in terms of his outlook towards life, his outlook towards his relationships, how he deals with, how he processes relationships. Is he going to take things at face value again? Is he going to be, that sort of a thing? There's going to be a little bit of a shift in his energy. So let's move on. Scary as heck. I mean, oh my goodness, I can't even imagine. I mean, and Helen, I mean, come on, right? Beautiful young lady. Like, why am I even shuffling those cards like that? That's not how I do it. There was no, but like I said, collateral damage is very, very unfortunate. Wrong place, wrong time. If it wasn't her, it would have been somebody else. Star card, which is clearly again Aquarius. Okay. Did I show you the cards in the beginning? I don't know. Let me make sure, because I forget once I start gabbing, right? So with the star card, and we had Aquarius up there earlier as well. Aquarius is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11th house, right? And we already decided 11th house was his groups and friends, like-minded people, etc. And Taurus, under Taurus, we have the Lovers card, right? And Lovers, who rules Lovers card is Gemini. And who rules Gemini? Mercury rules Gemini, and then we have the Tower card right under Leo, and we know the Tower card is disintegration of establishments or foundations of buildings. What is old has to go. So this period of time, this full moon in Aries, is such a crucial time for him. And I'm going to say almost, I want to say 2.5 weeks, but I will go so far as to say 2.5 months from the full moon that we had yesterday, day before, up until the next 2.5 months is going to be super volatile for him. Super, almost could completely derail him emotionally and mentally. He has to be very careful. Once he crosses the next 2.5 months, then for the next 4.5 years, mark my words, 4.5 years, he has to be careful. Okay, he just has to be careful. He's got past the really super crunch time. I mean, super difficult time. But it's still kind of simmering there under the surface. You know what I mean? So he has to be a little bit careful. Now, there is definitely going to be a disintegration of what he has come to fall on or come to know as being an established either relationship, established group of friends, established structure, commitment, agreement. There is going to be a disintegration of that. So he is definitely going to be dissolving a certain relationship, dissolving a certain commitment, trying to get out of it. He's going to do everything he can to extricate himself from that, because he does realize that, I need to detach myself. But he's going to continue to be his outspoken self. You can't stop him. Okay, he does have a little bit of sarcasm in him. He does have a little bit of that ego in him, and there's nothing wrong with that. But you can see it's almost going to be better presented, better packaged. You know what I mean? That sarcasm, that ego, whatever, it's still there, but it's going to be presented in a different way. I don't know how else to explain it to you all. I'm sorry. His relationship with his significant other is also going to come under the spotlight right now. 100%. Not because his wife has got anything to do with this or anything, but he's going to be questioning all these things. Absolutely, he's going to be questioning all these things. I don't know, they're asking me to take out some more. Let me see. Such a crucial time. Sagittarius, here you go. Neptune. Oh my God, I knew Neptune was going to pop out. Sagittarius is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 9th house. And the 9th house is about father, distant travel, higher education, his intellect, etc. And we have Neptune. Neptune, as I said, rules Pisces, right? Neptune is all about confusion, illusions, and dreams. Neptune, oh my goodness, what are the odds? Shoot. And then we have the earth sign, which is Taurus, as we all know. Taurus is an earth sign, Capricorn is an earth sign, and the earth signs are ruled by Venus. So there is that very strong energy of questioning his grounding, questioning his own foundation, questioning his own stability, his own structure. You know what I mean? He's going to be revisiting all. This is a wake-up call for this guy. This is a wake-up call. And with Sagittarius, I am telling you, Alec Baldwin, this is not the time for you to go balls to the walls and get go aggressive and do that sort of that. It's not the time for you to do that. This is the time for you to retreat. Doesn't matter what the public says. Doesn't matter what certain factions of society say, certain factions of political whatever, or your business, whatever they say. Screw that. Oh, sorry, pardon my language. Forget that. This is not the time for you to say, I'm going to be on the offensive. I'm going to say balls to the wall. Screw you guys. I'm coming for you. Do not do that. Do not do that. Do not do that. Do not do that. So, of course, my son. Okay, so please, pay attention. I hope that you will consider what I'm saying. But then again, at the end of the day, you are an adult and you make your own decisions regarding your life. This is the time for you to step back, to retreat, to regroup, to reanalyze, to reconfigure the whole thing. And then 4.5 years. Yes, it is going to take you 4.5 years. And then when you come out at that time, first, whether you believe in astrology or not, whether you believe in all this or not, at that time your planetary positions would have changed definitely, where you are in a more stronger, more stable, slightly more elevated, powerful position, and then whatever action you take is going to have the impact that you want it to have, and you will be successful at that time. If it means that you're able to do all the research and all that and go after the person who actually did this to you, if you do that now, you're going to fall flat on your face. Let me rephrase that. You're going to fall flat on your ass, and it's going to hurt you like hell. So please, again, pardon my language, I'm just saying that just so that you understand how strong this energy is at this time. So chill, it's hard pill to swallow. Be strategic in your thinking. Be smart about the way you go about things. Take this time to do whatever you need to do. Regroup, go back to the drawing board, reconfigure, redraw the map, retake the measurements. It's like drawing plans for a house, right? Do all that you need to, and then when you come out, you'll have all the information that you need, which is solid, concrete information. And at that point in time, if you really want to go after these people who you will find out who it is, then you can do that, because you're going to win. Right now, sit back, relax, and take care of yourself. I was going to say sit back, relax, and enjoy the ride, but no, it's not a ride. And my camera froze. It's like sit back, relax, and take care of yourself. That's the most important thing. Take care of your family, okay? Your kids, your significant other, etc., your brothers, your siblings, your whoever, right? I mean, I don't know all the brothers' names, but I think they are only boys in the family, right? So what do I know about that? I'm an only child, so I can't even comprehend, the relationships between siblings and the dynamics. Although I have 2 kids, I see that. I can't comprehend, you know what I mean? I mean, I do know what, but as an only child, there's a lot that I haven't experienced, so I couldn't really speak for that. That's what I'm trying to say. Okay, give me 1 second. Yeah. Oh, beautiful. Okay. Oh, I was so heartbroken when I saw that on the news, and for that young lady, Helen. Oh my goodness. So sad. She is a very nice person, but she's also a very dynamic individual, very dynamic soul. Very dynamic soul. Very, 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 very unfortunate. I'm just going to take those because... So I have birds, exchange of funds, sharing of partnerships in the river, cemetery, ruined church. Then I have, what's this guy? A flashy, flirty, confident, fair youth in the reverse. Then I have windfall, unexpected money, help and financial aid and plan in the reverse. Mistress, sensual, sexual woman, a fair woman, okay, in the upright. What does all this mean? It's like, okay, is this gibberish? No, it's not. So, water. So when we talk about exchange of funds, partnerships or whatever, this I'm going to flat out say it is something to do with his business associates or partners. Are they solely responsible for this? No. But whoever got to him through them. So somebody else was aware of this plan. Absolutely. I don't care what anybody says. Whoever is watching this video may come back and say, well, Kirtana, you're full of BS and you've lost your marbles and you need to see a shrink and you need to be carted off in a straight jacket. You say whatever you want, honey, but this is what I'm seeing and this is what I'm saying and I'm sticking to it. So somebody in his business environment, partnerships, extended associations was very well aware of about this plan, what was set in motions. Cemetery, ruined church, etc. I am going to definitely say that, there my computer decides to come back. What a fantastic view, right? I'm sorry, y'all, you have to see that. This definitely speaks to me that one more person is going to pass in this, how shall I say? Because of this incident, one more person is going to pass, and it's going to be either they're going to be set up like it's a suicide, but it's not a suicide. One more person is going to be gone because of this. Okay. Then we have flashy, flirty, confidential, flirtatious, fair youth. Now, this is in the reverse. I have a feeling that this person who's going to come to pass is a younger person, fair as in light-skinned, light hair. Also a really unfortunate thing because they somehow used him to do this, and he is going to realize that, oh my God, it's all going to look like I did it. And they're going to make it look like he's going to want to come forth and talk about this to somebody and say, hey, I think this is what really happened, or I saw this, saw that. He's going to be bumped off, and they're going to make it look like a suicide or an accident. You guys know that I'm not about conspiracy theories, right? Although conspiracy theories happen, etc., you may think, well, Kirtana, this sounds like a classic conspiracy theory. You call it what you want, honey bunches, but this is what I'm saying. Then there's going to be a windfall, unexpected money, financial aid or plan, etc. But that's in the reverse. So whoever was promised that, hey, we're going to pay you XYZ to do this, they are not going to pay that person. They're going to bump off that person because the money trail will lead to the source, right? So they won't. They're going to bump off that person, and we know who that person is. Then we say mistress, a very sexual woman, a fair woman, etc. There is a female involved in this, of course. She definitely is light-skinned. She definitely has light hair. She's not as innocent as they make her out to be. I will tell you that this lady is a very good-looking lady. I will also tell you that this lady is, let me tell you what her sun sign is going to be. She's a very good-looking lady. She's got a great face, a great body. She knows how to use her sexuality. She knows how to manipulate people, and she does move around in the circles where a lot of these guys, these powerful guys are around. See, and it says flock of clouds. There's a lot of chatter because people are talking about her. People are most certainly talking about her. They're like, oh wow, I wonder what, 100% people are talking about her. I wonder what she has to say. Give me a second. I'm going to filter these cards and I'm going to see what her sun sign is going to be. I have to filter out the other cards before I Taurus, Sagittarius. Let me see. Just to make sure. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 9, 10, 11, 12. 12. Okay. Oh, camera's back. Yay! Y'all, I realize for the past year, ever since this COVID business happened, I hardly ever get to use all my nice clothes. You know what I mean? Like the clothes you'd wear to work and this, that, and the other. Of course, when I travel now, I had to take some of my work attire, right, to obviously, But for the most part, they've been sitting in my wardrobe, and now I can't fit into half of them because I put on so much weight. So I'm constantly pulling, it's got a really nice band, this dress, but because I put on so much weight, oh my goodness, I'll get to it. Although the weight is coming out slowly but surely, not fast enough for me, but hey. All right, Leo. My Mac is going to be out. Why is it going to be out of battery? No. Oh, shoot, no. Why? I thought I had everything connected. Low battery. Why is it? Hang on, you guys. Now I'm flipping out because it's like... Why is it low battery, though? Shoot. Guys, give me 1 second, okay? Because I don't want the power to run out. Because it shouldn't. Oh my God. Yeah, so why is that happening though? See, that should not be the case. I don't know why it's not. It's all plugged in. Yeah, but that was so odd because everything else is plugged in, right? But this was not. Anywho. Okay. So Leo, definitely she has, she's either a Leo or has very, very strong Leo in her chart. She's got really nice hair. Very nice hair. Very well done up. Blondie hair. Oh. My goodness. I'm gonna get 2 more. Okay. So I don't know how this works out. That's the number 1. I always get confused whether this is O or 0. So give me 1 second. Yeah, I think this is O, right? And this is 0, right? Yeah, this one. Is it O or is it 0? Golly. Yeah, this is O. And this is 0, correct? Shoot, hang on. Yeah, so anyhow, I don't know how these pertain or what or whatever, but those are pretty significant alphabets. O as in Oscar, W as in William, Q as in Queen, F as in France, and the number 1. Okay. See that lady, y'all? What do you know? That lady. I'm going to ask a yes or no question for sure. If you get queens, 5, 6. So nothing here except we got 2 7s, 2 8s, 2 2s here. Wow. It always blows my mind when I see this. So yeah, 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10 11 12 13. Oh, here's the 8. Oh my goodness, girl, get it together. What is wrong with you? Shoo. Right? So let's do this. 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 59, 64, 68, 69, 70, 71, 7 plus 1 is 8. Yeah, 8th house is again regarding, your wills, your secrets, yeah. Regeneration, it's going to help him change himself. Definitely there is a lot that's still under wraps because this clearly shows 8th house subjects he's going to be doing a lot of changes within his life and his thought process. He is definitely going to be doing that. So when I asked if that lady had anything to do with it, that was a no answer, but 8th house subjects are enhanced. 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Again, see this 3 is popping out. The first time also I had 3 3s. Now also I have 3 3s. So that lady, I have a feeling, is definitely somehow critically involved in this. And that one person, that Jack, is the one who's going to be offed. The younger person. And yes, this lady definitely, I feel, is instrumental, because I got a yes for it. Okay, so 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 69, 74, 77, 7 plus 7, 14, 4 plus 1, 5. Yeah, a lot of speculation going on. Well, of course. So this lady is quite somehow tied to this fair lady who has significant Leo in her chart. Holy moly, why did that not? There we go. How did that happen? Tell me my battery is working. Yeah, there we go. So the lady is not directly involved, but somehow she's by default involved in this, just so you know. I did get the queen finally, and I did get the jack. So the two jacks. The jack is, poor guy, I feel sorry for him. So we have two jacks. We have two twos. Two fours. Two sevens. Okay. So then 2, 4, 6, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. So that's 10, that's 20, 30, right? 30, 40, 50, 50, 50, 62, 67, 70, 74, 78, 78. 14 plus 1, 15, 5 plus 1 is 6. 6 is... Yes, it's definitely got something to do with his work environment. Oh my goodness. Meaning like his circle of business associates or organizations or whatever. So anyway, let's stop with that nonsense. I can't deal with that anymore. It's like I gotta protect myself, because I definitely have a specific name. I am not going to say it just because I'm not going to risk my life. I'm not. Whoever needs to know about it will know about it. Oh my God. Why would you do this to me right now? Shoot. That woman is coming up stronger now. So and that poor Jack guy, man, I feel sorry for him. Okay. One, two, oh wait, these two. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 10th house is life goals, career, etc. So 10, 20, 30, 40. 40 plus 18, 58, 58, 61, 67, 73, 10. Yes! Career, reputation, models, and life goals. Y'all, somebody's out to get him. I'm going to stop with that. I am going to stop with that. I promise. Okay. Alright, y'all. I'm going to stop this video. Thank you so much for watching. I'm going to be posting a couple more videos. One is for the lady who passed in the gym, who was an aerobic instructor or a fitness, not in the gym, in the church, right? I'm going to do one for her, and then I'm going to put out the weekly reading. So starting from Monday, let me get the dates on that. What's the date? So today's Sunday. So from the 25th to the 31st, I'll do a week ahead reading. I'm going to post all of that today, okay? And then I have decided that every day I'm going to try and catch up by doing one of those cases for those people, the criminal cases. Every single day I'm going to try and do at least one, because I have such a big list and so many people are asking me. I'm going to do that. And of course, the Friday, as usual, on the 22nd, I'm going to have, the live stream. I haven't decided what subject, but which case I'm going to work on, but it'll happen. I'll post it within the next This Friday, 29th, I'm sorry, not 22nd. We just finished 22nd. So this coming Friday on the 29th, of course, I'll be having the live stream, 7 p.m. Central Standard Time, 1900 hours. I haven't decided which case I'm going to work on. I'll put that up. Then, remember I kept talking about once a month I want to do a live stream where it's going to be focused only on the esoteric stuff, and share some information that some knowledge that I have, and whatever. I don't ever claim to know everything about everything, because in my humble opinion, life is a constant process of learning. So every single day we are learning new things, whatever the subject it may be. Every single day we have an opportunity to learn something different. So if anybody comes to me and says, as an astrologer, I know everything about everything, I'll be like, all right, bah. Right? Because I know I don't know everything about everything. Every day I'm learning something new. That's what life is, right? And the moment you say you've learned it all, that's when you begin to stagnate. And once you stagnate, you begin to die, right? At least in my opinion. So I'm going to be able to share some knowledge that I have. I'm not going to even say I'm teaching, but because who am I? I mean, I can't be so, what's the word? Arrogant and say, oh, I'm a teacher. No, I'll share whatever knowledge I have. But I will tell you right up front, you guys, there's a lot of stuff that I will not share. They are for my whatever. Some of them due to personal reasons, some of them because there is a process. People have to go through a process to be able to learn all those skill sets and learn those avenues, learn those modalities. And then again, wrong thing in the wrong hands will cause a lot of devastation. So I don't take those things lightly. That's serious stuff. So please know, when I say I'm sorry I cannot share this information, it's not that I don't want to share because, oh, I'm selfish or anything like that. No, because some bits and pieces of information and some knowledge should not fall into the wrong hands. Very simple. If somebody else is willing to teach you that stuff, go for it, but it's not going to come from me. So anyhow, I'm going to stop with that right now. Thank you so much, everybody. Much love to you all, and anybody watching for the first time, thank you for dropping by. I do appreciate you. Please do hit the subscribe button, give me a thumbs up, and hit the bell icon so you'll be notified whenever I post new videos. And of course, to my real family, thank you so much. You guys know I love you very much. Without you, this channel is nothing. So hats off to you guys for sticking with me and all your comments. I try to respond as many as I can. If I do slip on a few, it's not because I have any preferential treatment or partiality. There is just that I haven't been able to get to it. So I hope you understand that. Thank you so very much, and stay safe, and see you in the next video. Bye.